Hello friends, welcome back. Let's make another review, make another update of this Bitcoin prediction, shall we? So we all know, guys, that my predictions are always very accurate. I told you all that this will be a very volatile month, but especially the weeks and the days that today we'll be covering in this update were very volatile indeed. In fact, we are currently in a period, 3-day period of high volatility, like extremely high. You will see what I'm talking about. Before I begin, as always, I urge you all to watch my previous videos so you have the full recap, the full context, and even more details, some probably hidden information, something like that it's always present in these previous videos, especially in the first edition, when I present my prediction charts. That's almost always the most important video that you need to watch to catch those details. So let's begin this recap. Let's begin on the 15th of August. I think that's a good day. You can see that day belongs to a yellow circle. You know, yellow means that it's going to be very volatile or rangish or a mix of the two. You can see that right off the bat, we begin that day with lots of volatility on the uptrend, then another massive, even more powerful, but this time it's a correction on the downside. The price recovers, but there's lots of volatility in between. Extremely volatile, guys. I mean, even the price nearly ends on a very similar position to the one we started. So that's a yellow day. It fulfills all of the rules, all the conditions to make that a yellow day. So of course it is. Now the next day is also very volatile, but not that much as the previous one. You can see that the price begins taking a dump. Now tries to recover and does a significant recovery. In fact, this recovery creates this resistance level right here, shared by the highest peak of the day before, but the price just can't keep up and loses steam and continues dumping down. Ever since then, it's basically a range in these final hours. The price absolutely does nothing. The next day corresponds to this green circle right here. We got this uptrend either for 17 or 18 of August, and you can see that this happened on the 17th, but it's very small. In fact, it's almost it was very disappointing, this uptrend on this day, because you can see that the price begins right here. It's very rangish. That entire day has some volatility in between, but the range mood prevails in that day. And you can see that the price at the very last couple hours, it has a massive spike with these green and red candles, almost of equal size and volume. You can see it reflected on the RSI. You can see that the price just goes up and plummets, and extreme volatility on these couple hours, on this special time. The price ends up recovering, and we finish the day on a higher position, but slightly higher. I mean, it's basically a yellow day that on the 17th. The next day is 18th of August, and you can see that it's also shared by this red circle. You know, when we have days shared by circles of opposite colors, that usually means extreme volatility, and could go either way. So let's see what happens on that day. This is where, somewhere around here, this is where the price begins on that day, recovers, has difficulty going upwards, going higher. You can see that this resistance is very difficult for the price to break in these days. Dumps, tries to recover, but dumps even lower, and you can see that this is where the downtrend actually materializes and confirms this as a red day. So the red energy ended up prevailing. We got this downtrend, significant downtrend, almost all the way back to 58k, something like that, on the 18th of August, just like I predicted, guys. And the next day is part of this period, this 3-day period of massive volatility that I talked about in the beginning, this is a yellow circle with 3 single days. I mean, very powerful days. All of them are yellow. Means lots of volatility in these days. That's exactly what we're going to see. For example, you can see that this is where 19th of August begins. The price begins right here. Dumps tries to go up, and it actually continues going up and up and up. There's some resistance, some cool downs in the middle, but the price nonetheless has a very strong uptrend on that day. Very volatile indeed, especially on this time of the day. Was extremely volatile on the impulse. Now you can see that this is approximately where the price ends, and this actually breaks the resistance level that we've been covering ever since we started this update. You remember, recap, on the 15th of August. It breaks that resistance. Now, the next day is again part of this yellow circle with lots of volatility, and you can see that it's actually the opposite of what we saw on the previous day. The price actually absolutely plummets all the way down, and it has a very difficult time to recover and try to gain some ground. A very significant downtrend. Almost all of the volatility that we got on the green, we got this day on the red. So all those gains were completely erased. These days are perfect for scalpers. I mean, I cannot stress this enough. Yellow days are the best for scalping. Of course, you can have some days where the price actually does nothing, like a range, a nothing burger. So you might as well skip that day if you notice that the trend is not going very volatile. But when it actually does, when it actually becomes very volatile, is the best day for scalpers. And that's basically everything I have for today, guys. This is the day of the recording of this video. That's the very same day that we just saw. So we'll have to wait for the period to end, more volatility for tomorrow, and we can expect a downtrend either by 22 or 23 of August, followed by another impulse by 24 or 25. So yeah, guys, that's all I have for you guys. Subscribe, like, and share all of that juicy stuff, and I'll be seeing you guys next time. Take care.